My guest for today is Dr. Sayed. I would love to introduce him as Dr. Sayed because that's where his story began. From being a doctor to moving to a new country and the struggle that all comes with it. Dr. Sayed, thank you so much for being with me today and being with us at Sabil. It's really my honor.
Thank you so much. I'm happy I'm here for invitation that I'm here. Thank you so much.
So, give me a little bit of background about you. Where were you born? When did you move to US?
My name is Saeed. I'm originally from Afghanistan. I moved from Afghanistan at the beginning of 2014, and back home in Afghanistan I was a medical doctor, and I graduated from medical school in 2008. Then I received an offer from Coalition Force Air Force, US Air Force, if I can work for them as a medical advisor. So, and I accept that and I start work with them.
So just so we highlight the story as you go, you graduated as a medical doctor. You got an invitation from the U.S. Force to become a medical consultant for them, and you accepted the job.
Yes, I did accept that they were training.
So I can imagine that how would that go from Afghanistan, right?
Yes.
And working with the U.S. That's probably not the easiest choice. Go ahead. Okay.
Yes, so I accepted that and I started work as a medical advisor, and I was translating when the Air Force, they were training Afghan military doctor, and I was translating their lecture, their books. So I did work for them for almost 5 years. Then I took my residency test, and one of the hospital, they accepted me to start my residency. But I couldn't stay because of the safety, because I was targeted from the Taliban because I was supporting the US Air Force. So, and I applied for an immigration visa. So I received my visa at the end of 2013, in the beginning of 2014, I moved to the United States. And then the first state that I came to was Nevada, and the city was Las Vegas. And when I came with a lot of hope. I was thinking like maybe I can transfer my credit or my education to the United States. To start something in a medical. I knew that like I cannot be as a medical doctor, but I was thinking maybe at least I can work in the medical field. But unfortunately I couldn't transfer any of my credit. So
from a doctor to zero education basically.
Yes, exactly. And I was thinking maybe as a nurse, as an RN, as an LVN. But unfortunately I couldn't. Then I started working at one of the laundry. It's called, I still remember their name, is called Fazio Dry Cleaning. And for the, to survive, because my wife and my two children, two of my children, they were in Afghanistan. So anyway, I started working that laundry, and then I had a really interest to be in the medical field. There was a hospital called the Mountain View Hospital, and I applied for a housekeeping job. And I was thinking at least I can see the medical
I mean,
nurse,
I cannot like re-emphasize what you're saying right now. When there is a passion and willing to achieve something, how much you would do to get there. From being a doctor to accept a job at a laundry place, and next, because you are so involved in medical and your background is a doctor, you want to be in a hospital, you were willing to come into a hospital as a housekeeper at the same time that you were actually a doctor.
Exactly, but one of the main reasons, because I had a really interest in love with this field, medical field, and I still have, and I'm so happy. So there was the beginning, there was the step where they guide me. So, and I was involved with the nurse, with the doctors. So I tried to find my path, to be back to the medical field. So some of the nurses, they said you can go as be as a CNA, go to school. It's a very short So anyway, I started school. There was a very short school, the CNA, and I went to and I graduated and I started work as a CNA. So when I finished the school there in Las Vegas, Nevada, I moved to California here. So and then I started work here. Then I don't know. I don't remember who introduced me to Sabil. There was the main point that I start my all path and my education, and I'm so happy. I'm really blessed that I am with Sabil because they really supported me. That was the main point that I start. So, Sister Summer, I don't know who introduced me. I don't remember. Because someone they said if you need like a house stuff, house item like furniture, there's a charity. It's called Sabil. They help you. And so someone introduced me to Sister Summer. So and they helped me a lot. And then I told Sister Summer that like I finished CNA school. I would like to work in a medical field. Sister Summer, she mentioned it. One of her friend husband, his name was Shahid. Yes, he was the administrator in the flagship healthcare center, and she told me to go there, and she already talked to him. Maybe he will help you. And I went to, and I introduced myself, and I showed my, my certificate that I had from Nevada. And he said, yeah, we'll give you a job as a CNA. And then I started to work as a CNA in the flagship.
How much are we willing to do to achieve our dreams and to provide for our kids? I mean,
thank you so much.
A lot of us suffer. Like, I know ego sometimes steps in the way. Going from being a doctor to accept all kind of jobs in order to achieve your dreams and get back to where you're supposed to be. There's a saying: you have to wake up every morning and eat a piece of humble pie in order to get there. And you are an amazing example of reaching out, asking for help, which is always a struggle for a lot of people to go and ask for resources and ask for help to achieve their dreams. I guess having the goal in mind and knowing that eventually you're gonna get there, and it's just a time, plays a huge role in the mentality.
Yes. So anyway, I started work in the flagship. Like I worked as a senior for a year. Then because I was in the medical field, like I was asking the other coworker like how they get their license as a nurse. So I found out the school, like a private school, there was Concord and Garden Grove, and then I asked help from Sabil if they can help me about the tuition. So, and again, they helped me a lot about the tuition. It was the second step that they pick up me from the ground, Sabil. So I started school, and for 14 months it was full-time school, and I graduated as an LVM. And then I still am working at that facility as an LVM, and recently I started my school to get my RN registered nurse.
That is an amazing journey. I can't, there's no words that I can say to express how amazing you are, and I'm sure your kids are going to be so proud when they hear all of your stories.
This is one of the reasons that I try to get my education, my degree, because it's not only for the source of income, and I just want my children to follow me. It's not only about if I work as a tailor, because I'm a professional tailor too, maybe I'll make more money. But the reason I just want my children follow me and get the education, like if they see that one of the parents go with the blue or with the white hood, the hospital, and they encourage. If I work as let's say in the McDonald's, I'm not against this. It's okay. Work is work, but it's one of the encouragement.
Raising the bars, having them.
It's a kind of yes.
It's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And I just translate that really quickly for all of our followers who speaks Arabic. Today مقابلتي اليوم كانت مع الدكتور سيد. الدكتور سيد كان من أفغانستان، تخرج طب وانطلب منه إنه يشتغل باليو اس فورس. فهو اشتغل باليو اس فورس وبعدين صارت ظروف اضطر فيها إنه يغادر بلده وينتقل على أمريكا. بأمريكا ما اعترفوا بشهادته وما اعترفوا بالجامعة اللي هو دارس فيها، فانتقل من كونه دكتور لشخص لا يملك أي شهادة علمية. بهالوقت هذا كانت زوجته لحقوا وابنه لحقوا على أمريكا، وكان من الضروري إنه يشتغل لحتى يأمن معيشة كريمة لأولاده. فصار يشتغل كخياط، صار يشتغل بلاندري تبع غسيل الأواعي، بس كان دائما حلمه انه هو يكون بشيء له علاقه، شيء طبي، شيء له علاقه بالميديكال فيلدز، يرجع لاختصاصه بطريقه او بثانيه. راح يقدم بقلب مستشفى انه يشتغل، لانه فكر انه ممكن حتى يشتغل كممرض، لكن لما قدم شهاداته للاسف ما حدا اعترف بشهاداته ولا حتى قبلوا انه يكون ممرض حتى. فوقتها قال لهم طيب انا بشتغل عامل تنظيفات بقلب المستشفى، ووظفوه كعامل تنظيفات، من دكتور لعامل تنظيفات بقلب المستشفى، كرمال يحقق حلمه ويوصل ويشتغل بالمكان اللي هو بيحبه واللي هو اختاره. بعد ما اشتغل كعامل تنظيفات صار يحكي مع الممرضين ويسألهم شو هي الشهادات المطلوبة لحتى يقدر يصير ممرض. دلوه على نوع معين او يعني المرحله الاولى خلينا نقول من الممرضين، درس اخذ الشهاده بمساعده سبيل اللي دخلت هون وصارت تساعده مو بس مساعدات بالاكل والشرب، انما كانت المساعده الاساسيه برسوم التسجيل. مثل ما كنا بنعرف بامريكا رسوم التسجيل بالجامعات هي من اكبر التكاليف الموجوده، فهو قدر يسجل بالجامعه، تخرج ببروجرام معين، he got certified، اخذ الشهاده، بلش يشتغل كممرض، رجع مره ثانيه على سبيل وقال لهم انا بدي انتقل للمرحله الاعلى، وكمان ساعدوا مره ثانيه برسوم التسجيل وتخرج، وهلا عم يشتغل بنفس المستشفى وعم بيشتغل على اعلى شهاده موجوده بعالم التمريض، او ما خلينا نقول اعلى شهاده بس هي كريجسترد نيرس، يعني كممرض مسجل. فهلا حاليا هو كمان عم يكمل دراسته لحتى يوصل لهناك. كل شيء هذا هيك كانت رحلته من دكتور ليكون عامل تنظيفات بقلب المستشفى، ليرجع يدرس من الصفر مره ثانيه. هيك عم يرجع يبني حياته من جديد، وسبيل كان لهم دور كثير كبير لانهم يدعموه هو وعائلته ليقدر يرجع يوقف على رجليه مره ثانيه. شكرا كثير. Thank you so much for being with me. It's really my honor. I mean, you are one of the, I don't know, like we should always remember his story and know that we have to be humble sometimes,
Exactly.
not let the ego stand in our way and pursue our dreams.
And I have two things before I forgot. First of all, I sincerely appreciate Sabil. I really appreciate Sister Summer and Sister Summer, and they helped me about my education a lot. I would say like 95%. And that I and my family we are independent. This is one of the reasons Sabil I sincerely appreciate and never forget. And the second, I just encourage every people to do not give up. So I think one of my reasons that I'm successful because I never give up. Like it is hard to go up and go down. But if you don't have like an opinion to give up, then you will be successful.
Thank you so much for sharing your wise words with us. We will always remember to eat a piece of humble pie every day in order to achieve our dreams. Thank you for being with me today, and thank you so much for being a huge part of Sabil and supporting us back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.